Hey guys, this is Chris with Hi-Lux Optics. Today I'm proud to introduce our 2nd gen CMR 1:8 by 24 rifle scope. This is a low power variable scope, or LPVO, that goes from 1x to 8x magnification. We've designed the scope to be as close to true 1x as possible, and we'll go over some tips and tricks on how to get the diopter dialed in for true 1x. The CMR 8 is housed in a one-piece 30mm aluminum tube. It's got cap turrets, so once you have your scope zeroed, you can put the caps back on and you won't have to worry about losing your zero. The turrets themselves are indexed in half minute. As you can see, turning the elevation turret counterclockwise will move the point of impact up by half a minute per click. Turning the windage turret counterclockwise will move the point of impact right by half a minute per click. The hallmark feature of the CMR 8 is that we've put a true daylight bright illuminated reticle. In a second, we'll film through the scope and show you just how bright the illumination is. Today, we're shooting at Desert Marksman off Sierra Highway in Southern California. It's August, and it's about 95 degrees, and the conditions are sunny without a cloud in the sky. You'll see that with the B-dot fiber optic illuminated reticle, the aiming point is bright and sharply defined, even with the bright ambient light conditions. The center dot subtends half a minute. The brighter the illumination setting, you may notice light bleeding out from the center dot, causing a starburst effect. This means that the brightness setting is too high for the ambient lighting conditions. We recommend setting the brightness to where the dot is clearly visible without any starbursting or light bleeding out. Let's take a look at the scope from eyepiece to objective. Starting at the eyepiece, you'll notice that we've added aggressive diamond knurling for the fast focus diopter, magnification ring, and rheostat. This will give your hands extra traction, especially if you have gloves on. The throw lever is bolted on to the magnification ring. If the lever gets in the way of operating the scope, it can be removed. The knurling will have enough grip to operate the magnification rings with just your hands. The rheostat for illumination is located to the left of the scope's turret block. There are a total of 10 brightness settings with 2 off positions indicated by the 0. Settings 1 and 2 are designated for use with night vision devices. Eyepiece adjustment is paramount for the LPVOs. By turning the fast focus dial, you're essentially moving a lens inside the eyepiece, which can subtly influence the scope's magnification. When set accurately, the diopter ensures the scope mirrors a true 1x magnification while presenting a sharp reticle. Here's a 4-step guide to adjusting your diopter. 1. Magnify to the max. Start by cranking the magnification up to 8x. Look through the scope towards a neutral backdrop like a plain wall or the clear sky. The goal here is to get a sharp focus on the reticle at the highest magnification. Adjust the diopter until the reticle appears crisply defined. 2. Check reticle focus. Momentarily pull your eyes away from the scope and then look back down through the eyepiece. Check to verify that the reticle is still sharply defined. 3. Zoom out. Dial the magnification back down to 1x. This time, keep target focus on an object around 25 yards to 50 yards away. Fine-tune the diopter so that the object size appears the same when looking through the scope and when looking directly at it. 4. Reconfirm. Go back to the first step, magnify to 8x, and make sure that the reticle is still sharp. This will ensure that you've nailed your diopter setting. Now you've properly calibrated the eyepiece.